Hey again, YouTube. This is Goggle Candy. I'm doing another segment to just go over different people I've played the past week or two that I really did enjoy or that I really didn't enjoy. I want to actually make this a regular thing to do every week because I want good players to play other good players and I want good players to avoid bad players. But more often than not, there's plenty of people pointing fingers of blame at bad players. There's no one really pointing out the really good players. So I figured I'll do this more regularly, and people will actually meet up more often, and the community will get better overall. Now, this guy I played, it was a Ken player, and the connection started off in the green, and then after the first match, mysteriously began to lag. I did end up winning the third match, but still, it was prominent enough that it made me notice, and he did a cross the screen ultra. Now, this guy I played twice. I actually fought him a second time and posted that video on here. I think it's match 2 against H-Nick. And I played him prior the night before, and the strategy was none too different. It was runaway Ryu. That's the only way I can really put it, is runaway Ryu. Now on to a couple basic people that I played, had a lot of fun with. This guy I met in the finals had a really good cami. I can't for the life of me remember if I won or lost. It didn't matter. I just remember having a lot of fun and was really impressed with the cami. This guy, Crunchy Leaf. I loved that name. And he's from Canada, so it makes a bit more sense too. He was in the finals, he played as Dan. And there's something about finding Dan in the finals that just makes me laugh out loud, but at the same time scares the crap out of me that someone was that good with Dan that they got to the finals. I ended up winning the match, but it wasn't easy at all. This person played a really good Fei Long. It wasn't difficult. Like, the match itself wasn't a difficult match for me. I want to say they were unfamiliar with the matchup, as well as the fact that as I watched them, they weren't doing a lot of the regular, like, Fei Long or Shoto sort of tactics. I think they were actually trying to learn Fei Long, get the combos down, get stuff down. So they were learning Fei Long, and I kind of want to push them to continue practicing and get to be a better Fei Long. Today was also an interesting day. I rarely see people like Sea Viper or Abel. Occasionally there'll be a Dulcim. But today, out of like 15 matches, 8 of them were Abels. I'm not even exaggerating that. I counted, and there were no duplicates. They were all Abels. All their own different Abel. The 2 that stood out are these guys. They knew the Forte matchup. I don't think I lost any of the Abels, just because I know the Abel matchup as well. But it is a difficult matchup if they're very anti-air oriented, and I fell for a lot of the combos really easy. I was not expecting good Abels. Like, no offense to people who play Abel and play him well, I just don't expect good Abels. And this guy gave me a run for my money. I think he actually beat me with his Rufus, and it was a really controlled Rufus. He wasn't, spazzing out with friggin', snake shots, double heavy kicks in the air, consistently going for the Ultra. I don't think he ever actually went for the Ultra once. He actually was very controlled, went into combos, waited for setups, and there were 3 really good matches with him. I ended up losing, but I had a lot of fun. Now, there are 2 specifically that I want to make a point in bringing up. First one was this Gao player. I ended up playing him twice. After the first match in the finals, which was, both matches that we had, I think, went to 3. I came out on top on both of them. The second match, he threw at Sonic Boom, and I went for the Ultra. And, occasionally if someone punches, kicks, or does some sort of attack in the right way, you can actually grab them sooner. This happens a lot more in the air rather than on the ground. I think he was doing something to that extent, because I did, the furthest I could, and I didn't think I was going to hit him. I saw, like, a blip of animation, and I was staying on top of him. Like, I really thought I was going to miss, but I hit him, and I won that matchup. Then the third matchup we had, he, waiting for that Sonic Boom, he hit it, and it was the right distance. I don't think he would, I know he wasn't expecting me to actually be able to reach that far, because he didn't move at all, just expecting me to land in front of him, so he could just, combo. But I landed on top of him, and won. and he sent me a message back, just saying, I wanted to let you know that you got lucky. The Ultra shouldn't have hit me either time. And I just kind of took it up as him being rage. We all get rage face. And I just kind of sent him, like, I'm sorry, question mark. Because, what am I supposed to do about it? It hit. Yay. I apologize that I won. But I was like, he probably just raged, didn't expect it to actually hit, and, I've been in that, predicament once or twice before. So I just kind of, alright. And then actually 2 rounds later, I meet him again. He picks Gal again, I pick Forte, we fight, I win again, and I sent him a GG, because I sent him a GG the first time. Sent him a GG the second time, and he just kind of was like, same. Just seemed just kind of iffed about it. And I was originally just gonna, post on here to avoid him because he, raged at me with the Ultra, but then I thought about it and goes, well, if he really didn't think the Ultra was gonna hit and he got pissed off that it did, that's not too different than, some of us getting hit by combos that we don't think actually work but do. We all get rage. That doesn't mean we're a bad player. We just rage. It happens. Even the most cool, collected person who plays Street Fighter 4, eventually we get some amount of rage. The other one I really want to talk about and really point out is this guy. He played Sagat, and suffice to say, I wailed on him. Like, I don't wail on Sagats very often, but I did this one. And I sent him a GG, because he wasn't doing, the scrubby stuff. He was actually trying. I just, knew the matchup a bit better. He sent me a message afterwards saying, I don't know what to do against El Fuerte. Do you have any tips? Now, this can go one of 2 ways. If you're asking a scrub this, they'll tell you to go F yourself. Because, oh, I'm better than you. The other one, and what I did was I actually gave him tips. I hooked up my mic, and I was actually impressed, like, hey, I want to learn this matchup. Can you tell me what to do? And I like better players online. So, of course, I'm going to give him tips. I said, do this, do this, do this, avoid doing this, and do this. And he sent me, reply back, like, thanks, if I meet another Forte, I'll keep that in mind. I want more people to do that. If you're unfamiliar with a matchup, and you get wailed on someone in that matchup, ask them, send them a mail, send them a tell, say, hey, I don't know this matchup. Any tips, any pointers, or go to shoryuken.com, ask the people on that forum, like, if you have problems with El Fuerte, go to the El Fuerte forum. Be like, hey guys, I have trouble fighting against El Fuerte, I main Ken. Any tips? Or you can go to the Ken forum and do the same thing. I don't know what everyone's reaction will be on either one of those, but I would hope that if they're decent players and they just want a better community overall, they'll help you either way. That's all I had. Hopefully when I make another post, it'll be on the new projector. Ours burnt out, so we're going to get a new one, hopefully HD, hopefully a bit brighter, and it'll look fantastic. If not, then I'll probably just get a hookup so I can, stream the matches straight through the computer, record them that way. Make it difficult to give you my commentary, though I'm not sure many people actually enjoy my commentary. Alright, take care.